Hi. As parents, we try to educate our kids about good touch and bad touch as early as possible. And we are also teaching some self-defensive techniques to fight back and how to seek immediate help. And I believe that this is not enough because even without the education, kids do know in their gut when someone is behaving inappropriately with them. And they do know that they have to come out of that situation as early as possible. So what is that something we as parents need to do to fully educate them, to fully protect them, and also to be able to reduce the sexual harassments in this world so that we can give a better world for our next generations? And that is what this video is about. I am PJ and this is Womanly Stories. The reason that I say that the education about good touch, bad touch and self-defensive techniques are just not enough is because when kids face such situations, they feel that something is just not right. And the education about good touch and bad touch will help them to confirm that the feeling is indeed correct. And the education on self-defensive techniques will help them to either fight back or to escape and come out of that situation. Unlike past generation, we definitely made an improvement as parents who are ready to educate our kids about our bodies, its changes, and what's good, what's bad, and most importantly, we are encouraging our kids to ask questions. But that is not enough. Because this knowledge about one's body and what's good and bad will not help our kids about the after effects. It will not provide the full picture. Even as adults, who have been victims of sexual harassment found it difficult to accept the fact that it's not our fault or even to seek further help. So what makes you think that kids can cope up with the trauma or to seek help? Even though parents tell them to inform of such incidents, most of the kids would not. And there could be many reasons for that. Often the reasons are the same as any adult. So understand that they are scared to share it with parents. Know that they feel scared, they feel confused. They can't align their thoughts and have courage to discuss with someone. Would you be surprised if I say that they might even think that it's their fault? Or that they try to think if it really happened, or did they just assume it? As adults, we ourselves wish to erase any bad memories and forget that they ever happened to us. So what makes you think that they wouldn't do the same in erasing those memories? Out of all these reasons, one thing most of the kids feel is that if they discuss this with parents, would they be upset? While reasoning these thoughts, we now know that we have to give them our utmost support by telling them and assuring them that we will not be upset and will only support them fully and unconditionally. But ask these questions to yourselves because it is important. Why wouldn't they share with us? Is it because we never shared our personal encounters with them? Or is it because we never spoke to them or discussed with them about the scars it leaves behind? So now it's time to take a step further in fully educating them and to show a better path for our next generation. Now it's time for you to consider telling your kids about your personal encounters of sexual harassment. Even if you haven't faced such situations, take an example and talk to them about others' experience. Talk about the abuse when you see one in real life or in movies. I know and I acknowledge that we do not want to relive the bad memories and possibly a trigger for most of us. But we need to face them and talk about them to our kids. Before you talk to them, you must know that it's never a victim's fault. No matter what society tries to blame a victim, saying that it's the victim's dress that provoked the abuser, or that the victim was too friendly and gave the abuser a wrong impression, or that the victim gave a chance by going out alone in a silent street. Know this for sure that it's never a victim's fault for the abuser's actions. The society found it easy to blame on victims. Ignore such invalid reasons of others. So go ahead and think and consider sharing these ugly side of the world with your kids. Tell them to protect themselves. Tell them to seek help. Tell them that there is nothing to be afraid of in speaking about it to parents. And most importantly, tell them that it is never a victim's fault. When you do this, not only you are giving them the right education, but also you can expect a better world, because every abuser was once a kid too, who wasn't told how it feels to be a victim, who wasn't told or discussed that victims suffer for a lifetime. Because that you consider to fully educate them, now they will know what their mothers went through. Now they will know what victims go through and the scars it leaves behind for a lifetime. So now they will know that they have to behave. And because you are telling them that it is never okay to abuse others, and most importantly, you are telling them to stand up for others. So today I ask of you to not tell your girls to protect themselves and boys to behave as a separate education based on their gender. Because even though the ratio of sexual harassments between men and women is huge, I believe every person has a right to feel safe and to be safe. So go ahead and talk to your kids and tell them to protect themselves and to stand up for each other as much as they would like others to help them. And as parents, we have to consider this message because we have the power to shape our next generations and we have the power to build a safer world for them. Womanly Stories is doing its part. And if you believe that this message can help others, please share this video and do your part. And remember to comment below with your thoughts and ideas on how to be able to build a better future for our kids. I am PJ and this is Womanly Stories.